Hey guys, it's Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my very first Q&A video. This is actually a Q&A answering your questions that you sent to me on via comments on a video I put out about a week ago now, when we hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So I just really want to say thank you to all of you for all of your congratulations messages. You guys have been just so sweet and supportive, and I am so happy to have you guys here. Okay, so without further ado, I guess we should jump into the questions. Some of them are similar, so I tried to group some of them together. So our first questions are actually coming from both Simspire and Thomas TV. They basically asked what my first encounter with The Sims was, what got me into playing The Sims, and what game did I start with. So my very first encounter with The Sims was actually The Sims 2 Pets on PlayStation, I think. I later purchased it for GameCube because I didn't have a PlayStation at the time. It might have been a PS2 it was on. But I went over to a friend's house in middle school, and that's what she was playing. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't know this kind of game existed, and I was really excited about it. And it was really fun, and I ended up purchasing it for GameCube. And then when The Sims 3 came out, my parents gave that to me for my birthday. So got right in there with The Sims 2 only on console. I have played it on PC now, but the very first time was on console. Sugar Plum Sims asked what other hobbies I have other than YouTube and The Sims, and if I could be from any world from a book or movie, what would it be? Ooh, really good questions. Hobbies other than YouTube and Sims. I'm a cosplayer, so cosplay is definitely one of my hobbies. And if I could be from any world, from a book or movie, what would it be? It'd probably, I want to go to Hogwarts, so Harry Potter. That world. That would be amazing. Go Hufflepuff. All right, our next question is from Dorian. He has a lot of questions. Wants to know my favorite film. So I used to always say Dirty Dancing was my favorite film, but I don't think it is anymore. I don't think I actually have a favorite film, but some of my the films that I've seen recently that I really like include Deadpool and the Lego Movie and Lego Batman, and, you know, basically anything that fits into those genres, I tend to like. I don't have a favorite mental illness, because I don't think mental illnesses should be favorite things, necessarily. My favorite book, upon thinking about this, I think it's the BFG, The Big Friendly Giant. Like, I loved that book so much as a kid. Am I seeing anyone? Yes, I am. I actually have a long-term boyfriend who I've been dating for over 2 years, and I live with him. What is the meaning of life? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do with pancakes. And if I could kill, I don't want to kill anyone, but if you could kill anyone from the Big Bang Theory, not Stuart, who would it be and why? I don't want to kill anyone, but if I had to, remove somebody from the show in some way and it couldn't be Stuart, I mean, if it could be Stuart, it'd be Stuart, because, would it really matter? Nobody likes Stuart, but it's kind of funny how nobody likes him. It makes him sort of enjoyable. Probably Raj. I really love Raj, but I feel like it wouldn't affect the story too much if he was gone, because I don't know, he doesn't have a serious girlfriend, or he's not, I feel like he hasn't been moving up too much. He's pretty much the same Raj, other than he can speak to women without drinking now, so probably Raj. And then butter or margarine. Can I have both? Because I think butter's a little bit better than margarine, but margarine spreads so much easier. So margarine, yeah, margarine. I just answered this question, but Little Kitten also asked if I have a boyfriend, which, yes, I do. And if too personal, last and middle name. I feel like that question should have been the other way around. If what's your last and middle name? But if that's too personal, do you have a boyfriend? The answer to what is my last and middle name is, I'm not answering that. But yes, I do have a boyfriend. Hannah asks, how did you come up with your YouTube name, and do you have any college degrees? Okay, so my YouTube name is MsGryphi, and Griffy is like a username I used to use on all the video games I would play, which it was just a shortened version of Griffin, which was actually the name of the dog I had growing up. I'll probably put a picture of him on screen so you can see Griffin. He was a beautiful, beautiful Rottweiler. I loved him so much. He was like my best friend growing up, and because of that, he ended up being like all of my screen names. I eventually shortened it down to Griffy because I thought it was better. And this channel was actually originally a MapleStory channel. I would make MapleStory music videos, or MMVs. If you don't know what MapleStory is, it's a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. It's like it's not like a side scroll, but it's 2D. I really like it. Well, I used to really like it. I was really addicted. And so that's what MS stood for. It stood for Maple Story, but then I realized it could just be Miss. It worked out pretty well that way. So that's where my YouTube name came from. And do I have any college degrees? Yes, I do. I have 2 associate's degrees, one in graphic design and one in digital arts and multimedia. And I also have a bachelor's degree in basically graphic design. It's actually called visual communication design, but it's basically graphic design. The Cupcake Bunny wants to know if I play any other games other than The Sims. Currently, really, The Sims is the only game I've played. I played a little bit of Pokemon. I believe I purchased Moon last year, or was that it? I think that was last year. Whenever that came out, I bought it. I didn't get too far in it because between work and trying to upload videos every day, I don't have a lot of extra time. So it's mostly The Sims right now, but I've always been really into Pokemon. I don't have any of the newest consoles right now, but I do have like a 3DS and I have like a Xbox 360. I have older games like my Nintendo 64, which is still my pride and joy. I love playing that whenever I can, but I have played a lot of other games in the past. It's just currently I don't really have time for other games. Cameron asks, can you show us your face in return for 1K? No, I can't. Not yet. Both Franny and Calcor asked what inspired me to start up a channel. And honestly, it was so long ago, and it wasn't Sims related at the time that I don't quite remember. Did I watch Sims YouTubers before I started this channel? I don't even remember. I know like the earliest channels I watched were Curtis Parody and Queen, but I don't remember if that was before or after I started my own channel. And what I started doing on my channel was basically just recapping live streams about new games that were coming out, and that caught on pretty well. Please don't go look back at those old videos. They're pretty bad and really scripted and really weird. And you can, like, I sound like a child in them. So, but I just wanted to get closer to the community, really. I've always been really passionate about The Sims once I discovered it, and loving my families and playing for generations on end. And I would just basically drive everyone I knew in real life completely bonkers because I wouldn't stop talking about them. And they're like, they're just Sims. And I'm like, but you don't understand. They're my babies. So that's basically why I started being part of the Sims community, because I wanted to find people to share my passion with. From Simply Sims, we have a couple of questions. One of them we just answered, which was what inspired you to do YouTube, but they also asked me what my favorite YouTuber is, if I can be their friend, what my favorite song is at the moment, and my favorite Sim townie and why. Okay, so my favorite YouTuber, I've been very open about this, is Julian Salamita. If you don't know who that is, look him up. If you know who Jenna Marbles is, it's Jenna Marbles' boyfriend. He is an amazing vlogger and cinematographer, and I really enjoy watching his stuff. Plus, if you like watching the dogs, it's a good place. It's a good place to be. So that's my favorite YouTuber. Of course, I can be your friend. I want to be everyone's friends. Let's be friends. My favorite song at the moment. I don't actually listen to a lot of music. I know that's kind of a weird thing. Most people are very shocked by that. I just don't really listen to a lot of music, but when I do, it tends to be like classic rock, but I don't really have a current favorite song. And for my favorite Sim townie, I think I'm gonna go with like Bob Pancakes on this for now, because I played with him a lot in my 7 Toddler Challenge. If you haven't seen that, like, everyone did a 7 Toddler Challenge when toddlers came out, but I decided to do it with Bob Pancakes because I thought it'd be hilarious, and I have a new appreciation for that Sim for sure. KDLZX asks, what's your favorite Sim you've made or played with in The Sims 4? I almost answered this wrong because I didn't see it said The Sims 4, and I was going to be like, my favorite Sim ever, which was from The Sims 3. But my favorite in The Sims 4 would definitely be the first Sim I made when the game came out. Her name is Darcy Griffin. You know, Griffin's coming back in there now. I'll probably plop a picture of her on screen as well, but there's also 55 parts of my Sims 4 Let's Play for when that game came out. She's a really cool Sim. I miss her dearly. She was wonderful. I wasn't sure if this was a question or not, but Selena said you make a new series. If that's a question asking if I'm going to make a new series at some point, I will. I don't know exactly when. It'll probably be when more content comes out or a really cool challenge that just kind of catches my attention. That's when a new series will come out. But right now, I don't have any immediate plans. But yes, there would definitely be new series on the channel. Sean wants to know what expansion that I'd like to see in The Sims 4. And we're kind of getting this in a game pack pretty soon, I think, which is like a Generations expansion, but it's going to be a game pack. That would probably be what I wanted the most because that was my favorite expansion pack in The Sims 3. Other than that, pets, which we have a lot of clues that those might be coming. So, and seasons, I basically want things that we've had in the past. And when The Sims 3 was around, I was so excited when Generations was coming out. So Generations, seasons, and pets. Sims 4 Miss Story wants to know if I like tattoos, and if yes, do I have any? Tattoos are pretty cool. I currently do not have any. I would consider getting one at some point in the future if it's the right image, I guess. But currently I don't have any. And have I ever considered getting crazy colored hair? Yes. I haven't done anything too crazy. I had black and blue hair once, and I've gone fire truck red a couple of times. But for the most part, I stay brown, natural hair color. And we already answered if I play any games other than The Sims. If I had time, I would. I definitely would. I wish I could. Pixel Life asks, have you ever been outside of the US, and if so, where? What's your favorite food? How is Wednesday? What's your birth month? And how long have you been playing The Sims? Okay, so I've never been outside of the United States, unfortunately, so nowhere. My favorite food, can it be chicken macaroni and cheese pizza? Because if that's an option, that's what I'm choosing. Wednesday is great. If anyone doesn't understand that question, I have a bunny. Her name is Wednesday. She's a little fluff ball that you can see on screen right now, hopefully. She's adorable and she's doing very, very well. My birth month is December, and I've been playing The Sims since middle school, so how many years ago? That was probably 2005-ish or 2006, somewhere around there. So 11 years, 11 or 12 years. Yeah, a long time. Our final question is coming in from Heaven Johnson, who wants to know what I want to do in my future life. Do I like emojis? And how old am I? All right, so in my future life, I'm not really sure what that means because I'm currently, I'm going to answer the last question first. I'm 23, that's how old I am, and I do work a full-time job and as a graphic designer, and that's what I want to be doing. So I want to do that, and I want to continue doing The Sims. So in the future, I want to be bringing more videos, getting better at building, having more fun communicating with you guys, and being successful in my career. And emojis are okay. They're all right. I still don't use them automatically. I will do colon and D for a smiley face instead of an emoji automatically, because that's what I'm still used to. That's what I grew up with. But emojis are pretty cool. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for your questions. I hope I answered them to your satisfaction. And hopefully in the future, if you guys have any more, I can do another Q&A video for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Fun fact, I actually recorded all the answers to these questions while there was a bee buzzing around my apartment. Really don't know how I did that, as I'm pretty terrified of them.